right before I started this, I didn't even finish watching the video. It was Erica Kirk. Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my Charlie Kirk. Devastating loss. That's an interesting choice of words. I don't even know. Golly, hindsight 2020. If I found myself on a stage such as that, talking about the love of my life, despite the devastating loss would not be my choice of words. I'll tell you that. I'd be like, despite the loss of the love of my life that God orchestrated for me to meet, was taken from me too soon in an egregious act, and my government has failed in the investigation, and I got questions. That's how I'd probably lead. That's exactly how I'd lead. 100%. 100%. So take that, spin it, and run it. All right? But hey, everybody grieves differently. I'm going to give them that. I wanted to.
When you asked them, they were never scared. Anytime you participate, they all had these secret fantasies. They tried to use you against you.
I know, this is a good one.
They tried to get you to tone it down because they said it was in your best interest. Correction. It was in their best interest if you kept quiet.
Listen, they tried to use me against me. That's where they went wrong. You can't use me against me. It worked for a while. It worked for 40 years. It did. I give it that. It did. It doesn't anymore. Something came to me.
If your friend group, when you're dealing with, they tried saying that you're still exhibiting signs, symptoms, behaviors, and patterns of using.
Oh, I'm sure. I could hear that.
It's wild when people have ample opportunity and chances to come clean, but they would rather stay in denial because you deserved it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I deserved it. Because they're God and they determine what I deserve based off the illegal activities that they did. Okay, we'll go with that. Whatever helps you sleep at night. That said, I just saw a video and I wanted to touch on it. So, when it comes to my purpose, my calling, and how I operate, I am well aware that it is very big. I have a lot of potential within myself in reference to how I speak, how I articulate things that I've been through, things that I have knowledge on, my faith, how I walk in it, and there's just so many different avenues and perspectives to it based off everything that I've been through and everything that's been thrown at me, whether that's in the reality behind my back, there's just sky's the limit, right? And I know that there's a lot of potential, and my potential has threatened a lot of people. They've seen my capabilities. They see what I can do. I was able to build a company and make it pretty profitable, no matter what they say. And then they took the money and they got really crazy with it. And they started doing crazy things. But that's neither here nor there. Here's the thing with me. Because, and I've made videos about this before, I know my capabilities. I know my purpose. I understand it. Okay, but I was not put on this earth to build a prestigious platform, make lots and lots of money, and become some prevalent person. That's not my purpose. That is not my purpose. Not by any means. I don't stand by money. I don't like it at all. I don't like what it's done to our world. And I feel as though we live in a world ran by Pharisees. And I want nothing to do with it. It's crazy to me, for me, a single person, for me to be able to get a studio apartment, for me to get a 1-bedroom apartment, I'm pretty much going to need a solid $4,000 to put down between first month's and last month's rent. My credit's not great. and everything that's entangled in it, not to mention all the back-ended fees that they add on to it, because I'm well aware of how that operates in my 9.5 years of property management. So I am highly aware of what all is entangled into it, right? And so, again, I enjoy putting my content out there. I enjoy doing it for free. I enjoy it to help elevate the collective and whoever it touches, whether it's my opposition, whether it's my lovers, whether it's my past friends, whether it's my family, it doesn't matter to me, right? That doesn't make a difference to me. I enjoy what I do, not looking for dollar signs. All right. Now, is that not to say later on down the future that might change? Who knows? Maybe. And God will see me through that. But 555, as I say that, the dollar and see, that's what's so funny. The dollar and everybody heading to work. Exactly. I just operate differently, and it works for me. And I finally am at peace in a world that just wants me to be sad, bitter, angry, resentful, act out of character, do all the craziest things, act ill, crazy, and whatever else they labeled me as. And it's like I'm finally at a place in my life where it's like I'm at peace. I'm at peace. And I'm happy. Do I enjoy being lonely? No, I don't. Do I enjoy the fact that I know in reference to everything when it comes to my ex and the entanglement of that? No, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. But do I know that he's been a big advocate for me in different ways? I do. I do. And do I know the challenges and the battles that he faces? I do. I do. And so I just leave space. I leave space for whatever God has destined for me in my future. And I allow him to hold the keys to that. And it relinquishes the pressure for me. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We really do, because we're trying to meet expectations of others. Expectations of others. Oh, you should be at this point. You have the ability to carry this. You should be at this platform. You should make this money. You should. It's like, no. If you're so worried about somebody else and their path and their forward trajectory, focus on your own. Focus on your own. I enjoy making my content. I enjoy both the jobs that I have. I'm blessed to have them. And I'm just taking it one day at a time right now. One day at a time. And I don't have to prove anything. And I dang sure don't have to answer to anything. And if anybody has anything to say, well, they can just come say it to my face. They can come say it to my face. But yes, that was an interesting way to deliver the speech, Erica. I guess Candace didn't go live today. I was bummed about that. I was bummed. But I love you guys. Sweet dreams.